Okay. I have discovered some things. Hopefully... Oh, I'm about to open my map. Nope, still have a map. Let's see. Where is my map? There's my map. Thank you, lovely map. Okay. So from here, we can actually... I did look it up. It turns out getting the magic sword, which I guess is technically the master sword, is a matter of heart containers. When I found that out, what I realized was, holy crap. Breath of the Wild is literally a new version of this game. Like this, that took a weirdly long time. Which shouldn't be too much of a surprise, I suppose. Like, of course it is. It's The Legend of Zelda. This is what the series is based on, but... Oh, what's this? Oh shit, did I go the wrong place? I think I did. Yeah, I'm in the wrong area. Ugh, darn it! But yeah, Breath of the Wild, it turns out, is the closest the series came to being like this game, like design-wise, since this game. Because starting in Zelda 2, they started like refining the gameplay loops, obviously, like the designs. What they started doing in Zelda 2 onward was going, okay, we don't want the player wandering everywhere all the time. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to gate each section of the map off. Where am I? God. Where the hell am I? Alright. Oh my god, so many! Where'd you all come from? Holy crap! Jesus! But yes, they started gating everything off. Oh, I completely bypassed where I wanted to go. Crap. Doesn't look like there's really anything up here, so I need to go back and take the first down. So, like, if you beat a dungeon in Zelda 2, you would get an item. And then that item would be what you need to progress to the next area. Then you get to the next area, and it's like, oh, there's another dungeon with another item in it. Then you get the item in the dungeon, and you use that item to progress to the next area after that. And then every Zelda after this, after Zelda 2, is basically followed that same pattern. Item, dungeon, item, dungeon, item, dungeon, item, dungeon, like... Oh, that's not a fairy, that's... Right. This game isn't doing that. This game is... Ugh. Stop it. This game is basically saying, okay, you're looking for the dungeons. Then that's it. There is no, like, item-locked progression. There's no point where the game goes, oh, that's the dungeon. That's not where I want to go right now. I can get the magic sword. There's no point where you need an item from a dungeon to get into another dungeon. Or into another part of the map. The map is just open. You're looking for the dungeons is what this game amounts to. And trying to beat them, of course. But basically you're looking for dungeons. It's a dungeon hunt. Which is Breath of the Wild. That is literally the Breath of the Wild design. You spend Breath of the Wild looking for the dungeons. There's just a whole bunch of them. With like 4 main ones. But it's just looking for dungeons. That's what Breath of the Wild is. That's this game. In a nutshell, it's looking for dungeons. The game. And then of course getting through dungeons once you're in them. But yeah, just that kind of blew my mind a little bit. I'm going, because that never occurred to... Oh, yeah, I forgot to get the... Turns out the shield is also something I haven't gotten, but it turns out it's pretty useful. It's an enhanced shield. I assumed it was a replacement first one you have got eaten by the likes. But no, apparently it actually is an upgraded shield, so I have to get it after I leave the temple here. Let me attack. Yeah, I kind of asked for that. I really did. Let's go this way first. Let's see what's over here. Oh my god, those things hit hard. I didn't even notice that. Jeez. Okay, there's one that's not blinking. Oh my god, even with all my upgrades, they do 2 hits. Aim at the eyes of Goma. That was it? That's all that was over here? And then, of course, there's the heart container thing, because, again, Breath of the Wild is the only game after this one where the Master Sword is locked behind hearts. I don't think that's a thing in any other Zelda game. You just have to progress to the point where you can get it. But because there is no progression in this game, there's no real progression in this game or Breath of the Wild, it's like they needed some sort of lock to keep you from just getting it immediately. So heart container seems like a good one. Heart containers represent your training and your powers. I'm gonna have to go back and get the magic shield. Too much magic flying around. There should be one not too far from here. A lot of people sell them. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do some little bit of checking. Oh, that was disappointing. Are these things just invincible? Maybe. I know there's potions in here. I don't even have the rupees for a shield. Shit. Ugh. Oh well, guess we're trying again. It is what it is. And technically I could go heal at the fairy. If I lose one more time, I'll probably go heal at the fairy and try again. Bullets! Ugh. Get me out of here! Oh, I see how you guys work. No, no curses! No curses! Alright, I'm gonna use the potion. I am. I was trying not to, but there's no reason not to, right? Other than me not being able to afford another one. It's actually not a bad reason not to. But screw it, I'm doing it anyway. Ah, fuck. Okay, good. Hey, good news! I don't have a magic shield, so Likes can't really take it. Aha! I have outsmarted you. You cannot take what I do not have. I hate you guys so much. Also, another enemy I've never seen before in this game. Thank you. Oh, you again. There's 3 of you. Magic sword, go! Hell yeah! Ah, I hate you all! Ah! Alright, what is down here? There should be something, right? Man, can you imagine if you didn't have the ring here? You wouldn't be able to do crap! As it is, you can kinda do crap. So, what is over here, and is it worth it? Let's be honest, it's probably not. Need to start using my boomerang more. So what is in here? It's gotta be like a hurt. Oh, or it's a teleporter to get me up to the. Okay, I see. Okay. I see what we're doing here. I hate you. Those curse things are probably my least favorite enemies. They're so fast. Jeez. Oops. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, yeah, that goes back down. Okay. I actually kind of don't like the blue boomerang. The red one's better. If it misses, it doesn't fly as far, so it comes back faster. Okay, I'm gonna have to use it. I am. Jeez. Not even at the boss yet. God damn! I can't hold on to the beam sword for more than 2 seconds! Of course, every room is black! Okay. They can hit them while they're, like, tele-floating or whatever. And that was nothing, huh? That was just bombs. Cool. Very good. Yep, Goma. Arrows, I think? Or I can just poke it. Oh my god, so little time. Fuck! Oh, you only did it once. Nice. Okay. That's... Why are the bosses in this game so easy? I do not understand that. Why is every boss so easy? Like, I know the bosses aren't really the point, but come on. Almost every boss has been like that. A single hit kill, or a... Yeah, a lot of them are single hit kills, or like, there's a spot where you can like be invincible, basically. So, like... Why? Also, that is the most asshole placement of those things they could possibly come up with. Okay. Well, that's done. What do I do now, is the question. Okay, where's a cheap potion? I can get a potion basically anywhere. I think a potion is more valuable to me than a shield. I honestly think that. So, let's see, what's the next dungeon anyway? Looks like all the potions are 65. So I need a bit more money. Yeah, where is Dungeon 7? I don't even see it. I know where Dungeon 8 is. 7? Yoo-hoo! Yeah, where the hell is 7? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's in the lower... Oh, there's a second fairy spring. I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay. So I might not be able to get the potion. I think you need the meat for something. I did read about that. You need the meat to, like, get some moss to let you pass, which is very weird for... It's very adventure gamey for Legend of Zelda. I did not think that was a thing. But apparently it is. Wait, there's an item in there I didn't get. Yeah, there's totally an item in Dungeon 6 that I didn't get. I didn't get any items from it. You know, I'm not doing a 100% run, but I want that item. Whatever it is. I think it's the magic wand. And I've never seen it before, so I want it. God damn it, none of them actually put me close to it. Oh, that put me all the way back here. God damn it. Okay. I can one-shot the Lionels now. Mwahaha. Okay. There's only one place I didn't go. I went straight down last time. When I made it to the top up here. Alright, can I just run by all the rooms now that I've beaten the dungeon? It looks like it. Cool. Or not. Yeah, if there's one thing that annoys me, it's games where the enemies are literally faster than you. And it's not, like, super choreographed. There's not really anything you can do about that. And even if you're really paying attention, you just can't stop an enemy from being faster than you. Like, motherfucker! Ugh. Ugh. I'm trying to rush. I've already beaten you. Oh, good. At least the dragon's still dead. That's good. Alright, upper right. Heart, yes. He just teleported right in front of me. Alright, start being a little more... God damn it! I was fixing to say careful, but it doesn't really matter, does it? There it is. That's what I was missing. Oh, what does this thing do? Oh. Wait, does it cost anything? It doesn't! It's just a projectile weapon. Neat. Okay, look, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but still. Oh, that is so cool. Alright, I don't think I've been over here. God, stop chasing me! You can use all your curse too, that's good. Oh my god, get away. Yeah, sometimes they're just straight up chasing me, and sometimes they're not, and I don't like it. Alright, nothing in this room. I think that was it. So what would possibly be in here? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I got what I came for. I think there's something in my eye. Ah, shit. Ugh. Alright, so at this point, I'm pretty sure I need the meat at some point. I need to find a meat to buy. Hopefully one that's not too expensive. I think they're all 100. Aren't they? Let's see. That's a relatively cheap shield. Then I'll have to grind some more. I hate grinding. I think I've found all the money spots too. So that might have been the last potion I can get. Which sucks. Ugh. Remember, I have the warp whistle now too, which I learned is straight up basically the same one from Zelda, from Mario 3, which is pretty cool. I like that. Connect them all together. I'm not sure which dungeon I need the food for, though. I'm really just taking the internet's word that I need it, so could be lying. Never know. You know, I haven't been in that cave. What is that? Have I been in that cave? What is... Maybe it's just like a secret thing. It's probably just someone giving you a tip. Go to the peninsula for a secret. Meets the old man at the grave. Old man at the grave? Oh! Okay, pointing you to the magic sword. Or I guess the Master Sword, technically. Whoa! Game did not like that. Okay, there should be... Oh, gotta kill some guys first. Okay, this'll help. I feel like now that I have an actual ranged weapon, the game should get way, way, way easier. I didn't mean to come in here. Didn't realize where I was. Alright, this is okay. I've already been in there and gotten that. Yeah, fairy fountain. Nice. Maybe? Oh. So there's at least one dungeon item you need to unlock another dungeon. Wait, have others done that? Have I just been not noticing? Number 1 is directly accessible. Number 2 is... 3 is also just direct. You don't need anything for 3. Oh, you need the raft for 4. See, where was 5 again? 5, you don't need anything for 5. I suppose there's a staircase up in 5. You need to go see what that is. And you don't really need anything for 6, so... There's like 2 dungeons where you need a dungeon item to get to them. That's interesting. Happened? I have no idea. Okay. Let's just stick to the right path for now. Huh! That's weird. The magic wand cancels the blade beam. Keep going right for now. You're the one that needed the whistle. Ah, stupid controls. What was that? I was about to fire at me, then went, nah. Nah, he can pass. There's a secret in the tip of the nose. Okay, probably, I think this is the dungeon that's shaped like a dragon, so that's probably what he's talking about. Alright, yeah. God damn it. I don't even need that. Oh. What? Wait. I can't push anything in here. It's presenting me with bombs like they're special. Ah, ha, ha, ha! Yeah, I read the game. I read it like a book. Like, why is it suddenly presenting the bombs as if they're a key special item? Oh shit, it is a key special item here. Ha 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 ha! Game design! Let's go! Alright, you can hold on for a minute. Alright, again, it's giving me bombs like they're special. I haven't seen these things in a while. See, now I kind of would just start bombing everything. You never know. Okay, you can't bomb your way right, that's for sure. I need to be careful to be able to kill the dongos. Alright, here I can only potentially go left. No. This is like the bomb dungeon. But it's coming so late in the game. It's weird. Like, normally you have the bomb dungeon in the first place where you get the bombs. Nope, this game says, no, we're gonna have it like most of the way through the game. I bet you'd like to have more bombs. I mean, not really. Generally, I'm okay with not having more bombs. I kind of need them right this second. But no, I'm not going to spend money on a bomb upgrade increase. Upgrade increase? Increase upgrade. I guess we are getting toward the end of the game. It's getting to the point where they're going, okay, he has all this stuff. Now he's gonna want to do stuff with it. So. Oh. Oh, they're getting fast. Holy shit. I didn't even see you do that before. Ah! Okay. Oh, I can go kill the dongos now. Nice. Man, I haven't found the map. I haven't found the compass. I'm kind of making the map here. And yeah, the game got a lot easier once I got the magic wand. Just straight up. Just money? I mean, okay, I'll take it. I don't think I've been to the right here yet. Oh, let's go the way I was going before. Either way could be the right way. Okay, you're the one I need the food for, yeah. So I will come back with the food. But first I want to keep exploring the dungeon. I don't know if you have to get by him. He might just, like, hold the item behind him. I'm sincerely curious if that's the something the game always did, or if that's the Switch emulation. 'Cause that is fairly bad, honestly. It's not good. It's not great. I think I do need to get by him. I've searched the entire dungeon that I can, unless there's another bombable wall somewhere. To the meat store! Where's the nearest meat store? Let's see. Okay. Oh, there's one that's 60. Oh, cool. Okay. It's not too far from here either. Again, game design! I believe it's this one? Nope, it's this one. Boy, this is really expensive. I can afford a potion too, but I don't think I need it anymore. This wand really has just broken the game wide open. Right, and that's all the items. Sorta. I wonder if there's a clue about bringing the meat. There's gotta be somewhere. It's such a weirdly cryptic thing to do. Like, he gives no indication that you have to feed him. None. There's no clue. There's no hint. There's no suggestion. I feel like we might not beat it today, unfortunately. These dungeons are a lot longer than the older ones. Grumble. Alright. Meet this. Yeah, probably the best part of the wand is that you can use it while you're cursed. This probably would have been a lot easier if I'd actually used the goddamn candle. Making it way harder on myself than I need to. That's just how I roll, I guess. Oh yeah, the secret in the nose. I can see the dragon in the map. And the boss is sort of in the cheek, I guess? So, the item is probably in the nose. Yeah, that's the eye. That wouldn't let you cover the eye. It's funny, the enemies in this dungeon seem a lot easier than the ones in the last dungeon. Was the last dungeon intended to be entirely optional? No, because it had a Triforce piece in it. You have to get all the Triforce pieces. That's the story. That's the point. Oh! Simmer down there, graphics. And it picks it back up again, like, without me doing anything. That's gotta be, like, a emulation glitch. No? Can I bomb one of you? Interesting. Aha! Oh. I didn't know out-of-map areas were a thing! Every road is a dead end now. Which means there's gotta be a secret somewhere. There's got to be. Maybe I can go down and around? Maybe there's a door I just forgot to go in. Oh! I can enter the eye. That's cheating, though. Just putting rooms in the blank spaces on the map just so you can make it look like a dragon. That is totally cheating. Aha! Red candle. I'm not sure what that does. Oh! Okay. It's a candle you can use over and over again. Interesting. Doesn't really help me find the boss. Okay, can you stop? Can you stop that? Thank you. No. Well, maybe? The candle's not even that good as a weapon. Is one of these pushable? That would kind of piss me off if they were. There's so many in here. Alright, did I try this before? I did not. seems like a good place for this. That's it. And I'm out of bombs. Cool. Just splendid. There are still enemies to grind off of, so... I guess you're never entirely out of supplies if you're willing to grind. And I can buy more bombs. Or I can go back and buy the magic shield. And just try to find more bombs off of random enemy drops. How useful are bombs, really? I think I'll just buy the bombs. Because again, the game seems to have gotten weirdly a lot easier now. I don't even understand why the game has suddenly become so easy. The bosses have all been easy. But the last dungeon was actually super freaking tough. Like those Wizrobes, I think that's what those were. They are tough enemies. Like that was borderline absurd. But this dungeon has been very straightforward. Because this one seems to be intended to be more puzzle-based. It's a maze rather than a gauntlet. Well, the last dungeon was a gauntlet. Okay. I'm actually not a fan of mazes. Also the only dungeon with respawning enemies like this. Probably so that you can restock your bombs if you need to. Instead of just giving you infinite bombs or some sort of bomb distribution factory. And I said, okay. What we're really going to have to do is just give them a bunch of enemies they can fight perpetually. And just find more bombs. It works with the game's mechanics. Rather than against them. Okay. There's gotta be something somewhere. That's where the candle was. Or either just respawning because I went so far away. Like if you go too many rooms away in the dungeon, they respawn. I don't know. Could be. Whoa! Oh. Alright, can I bomb like the center of the room? I have the infinite candle now. Maybe that has something to do with it. burn the statues. I don't understand what the game wants. Every road is a dead end now. Hey, why is it not showing a door linking these two? It's showing the crack going to the right, but it's not showing the door between this room and the top one. What the hell is it doing? The map is all screwed up. Hear the boss monster from here. God, where the hell do you go to? Did I do this already? I didn't. Okay. Not only is it a maze, it's a maze with hidden doors everywhere. Okay, right below me is the boss. I pretty much have to bomb my way to it, right? Unless you teleport to it. No. That blinking red thing should be the boss, yeah? Or the boss is up here. That's not even really a boss, I know that. It's just an enemy. God, it's like the third one of you I've seen in here. No, don't speed up! Ah! Not that bad. Oh, Hugh. Okay, maybe buying the bombs was worth it, just to avoid annoyance. Oh, well, that's good to know. I'm guessing they'll spawn bombs when I kill them all, since there's a bombable door here. Yep. That's the clue. It said there's a secret in the nose. The nose knows. Oh, is that the secret? Okay, now what? Aha! Secret! That really was just a lucky guess on my part, by the way. I'm not looking up guides for the dungeons, only the overworld. is why this dungeon is taking so freaking long. It has to be this way. Oh, you again? The dragon corn? You weren't a threat the first time, you're not a threat this time. Oh my god. That was so underwhelming after all that. Okay. Ugh. It took me an hour to clear 2 dungeons. I think I cleared like 4 or 5 of them yesterday. That's a stupid maze. Get my bearings. Okay, we're at the beginning screen. Yeah, I know where 8 is. I discovered that by accident a little while ago. Right at the beginning, I discovered level 8. And I'm sure there's like someone somewhere who gives you that hint. I literally just tossed fire at a tree that looked like it was in the way and found level 8. It was rather funny. Shouldn't be too far from here. Ah, there was a heart there. Darn it. Okay, just stop walking and see where you're going. Okay, I know where I'm going. And just go straight to level 8. That's my plan here. No further thinking required. Good shot. Oh, okay, I probably need to pause if I'm going to look away like that. Where am I? Alright, I need to go down. God, get my way. Boom. Now I'm ready. Probably use this. Nothing's really hard to take out if you don't take it out immediately with a bomb. Oh, at least I killed him in one shot. That's good. I don't have to hit them 12 times. Two shot. 1 or 2. Either one works for me. Really? Just shove me out of the way. A book. Fire magic. Actually, not sure if I'm a fan of that upgrade. Fire tends to be rather annoying. At least it lights up places without having to switch to the candle. That's good. That's it? That's just a key? Crap! Nothing really does go. Wait, I'm out of places to go. Time to start bombing walls, I guess. Okay. Because apparently that's going to be our way forward now. God damn. Actually, can I just magic these guys? No, that doesn't work at all. Just go this way. I want to see what's over here. God. Whoa! Oh yeah, the food didn't even work here. Okay. Okay. Well, the good news is I'm close enough. I can pretty much go heal at the ferry. Nah, it's not that close, I guess. But I probably should anyway, because this place is really, really, really tough. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a fan of the fire thing here. It's too high. Like, ah, damn it. I see what I did. How much for the Triforce do I need anyway? Just one more piece. Then level 9 must be the Ganon level. Man, that's such good timing! I hate it! The good news is, it looks like bosses don't come back. Bad news is, enemies do. Okay, this thing where they make the game harder by just filling the screen with bullets. Fuck that. I fucking hate it. My god. Takes so many hits too. 3 hits with the final sword. That's a lot actually. Not much takes that much damage. I killed the boss dragon in 2 hits. There's always the possibility of bomb walls. I think I need the arrow for this. Alright, it's not one hit kill this time. Shit. Not fast enough. Alright, okay, maybe too fast, because he didn't turn in time. There. Basically just filling this entire dungeon with all the bosses. Crap. Killed by my own fire. How do you like that? I do not like that one bit. I would actually go so far as to say I quite hate it. I hate everything about it. I'm actually thinking the shield would come in handy here, though. And of course, the downside being, I think I've exhausted all of the secret rupees they give you. Which means I would just have to grind enemies until I get 90. Is that true? I think that's true. It didn't help that early on I think I wasted a lot of the rupees. I didn't realize 255 was the max. Yeah, if I could actually block magic shots, that would be fantastic. I'd be happy as a peach. I didn't know peaches were particularly happy, but I guess they are now. Wait, there's a thing here I didn't get. Isn't there? What is this supposed to open? Or is this a different screen? No? It looks like this one. Maybe it's down here. Oh, I already got it. God damn it. Might be one here, though. Yeah. It's not enough, but it's something. Aha! I can kill the Zora now. only need like 25 more. It's not really that much. Especially they keep dropping blue ones. I keep getting hit and going, okay, I can't use the thing anymore, but I totally can, because... my defense is so high that nothing can actually do damage to me. Alright, there's supposed to be something down here, I think. If I haven't been down here yet. I haven't. Cool. Alright, 10 more. Oh, isn't this where... oh, how am I losing track of myself? Oh wait, there's supposed to be something in here. I don't know if I've gotten it yet, though. I have. Damn it. Yeah, this is actually where it is, so I just need to kill enough enemies to get 90 rupees. And if a like eats my shield, I will punch the game through the wall. Switch and all. Oh, okay. At least you can fire the wand while the fire is still on the screen. I was afraid the fire would keep it from being on the from using the wand again. That would really, really make the wand terrible. But that was not how it worked. But it's not. So yay! 88. Oh, that's a dungeon. Oh, it's not. So basically a gambling house. That's okay. Okay, it's down here. Wait, no, it's not. I am wrong and lying. Should be right here. Aha. Alright, magic shield. Now the wall of bullets shouldn't be nearly as bad. Because this shield can actually block magic bullets. The wood shield can only block arrows. Of course, I have to not be attacking in order to block anything. I know that. I hate you so much. Oh my god, I hate these guys so. God, this controller. It didn't really help, did it? It didn't at all. I can tell I'm getting angry when I just start swinging wildly and hoping it hits something. Yeah, I'm just getting too angry now. That's all that is. Which means it's time to stop. Now we'll go heal at the ferry. And then I would call it a day, because when you start getting angry, I've said it so many times, when you start getting angry at a game, just stop playing it. Like, not entirely. You don't have to, like, go, rage quit, like, chuck a controller through the TV, and then go, screw it. Like, I'll do that occasionally, but more often, if I'm getting really, really frustrated, just put the controller down, walk away for, you know, usually like a day or two will do it. Then come back, refreshed, ready to face the challenges, head clear. I'll alert you're not like fatigued from playing the game too much. You're ready to go. Then you'll find that you do a lot better at whatever it is you were doing. Not just in video games either, and like other stuff too. Having trouble like some artistic pursuit, you're like, oh, I can't figure this out. Just walk away, maybe for a day or two, and come back later. I think I've proven that point before. Okay. And I'm going to call it here. Maybe we'll beat it tomorrow? Or the day after? I might play XCOM tomorrow. I'm trying not to play the same game too much in a row. So I'm playing 2 games, back and forth. I mean, it seems to be working out for me. I'm having fun. Either way, I'll see anyone who's here tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Later.